Hey, what is up, YouTube? Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Man, there is so much to talk about, especially if you have a 401k. Let's get started. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for tuning in. Guys, our level of subscribers is going up like crazy. We are literally about to hit 58,000 subscribers, and I owe it all to you guys. We couldn't do it without you. Thank you so much for participating in the videos, participating in the giveaways, and for watching. We really appreciate it. So now there's the talk about the 401k. It's going to change like it never has before. I've got the news for you on that. We're also going to talk about the student loan process and what about this $10 billion bill that they just signed. All of that news is coming soon, so stay tuned, and we're going to talk about the giveaway. So of course, guys, I like to show you what's going on, so let's jump on the screen. Here we see that there's big changes are coming to your 401k, and here is what you need to know. This all came about today, April 6, 2022. So the United States is on the brink of a retirement crisis. Let me just stop right there. Nobody wants to hear that that's what's actually happening. They're saying that they're trying to save the retirement funding. They're trying to save the retirement and stop it from going into a crisis. The primary savings tool for Americans is your 401k, but it isn't helping. By the end of the decade, about 21% of the country's population will be 65 or older, up from 15% in 2016. Now, this is forecasts that have been evaluated, the data and the research, but this is what they said. Most non-retired adults have some type of retirement savings, but only 36% think that their savings are actually on track. Now, Congress is looking to help Americans save by bolstering the 401 programs, the tax-deferred, the company-sponsored retirement accounts to which employees can contribute income and employers can match their contributions. I work for a company that actually matches up to 3% of everything that I put in. Of course, I would love for it to be higher, but 3% is 3%, so I'm super happy about that. A new bill expected to reach President Joe Biden's desk by the end of the year could require most employer-sponsored retirement plans to enroll their workers automatically, making it easier for student loan borrowers to save and for older workers to make catch-up contributions. It will also lower costs for smaller businesses. What do you guys think about that? So let me know your thoughts on this, guys. Are you the one that's gonna say, I want to automatically get it done when I sign up for the job? I want to automatically start my 401k, get it going. I don't even want to think about it. Just do it, and there's that. Or are you the one that's saying, you know what? I would like to have that choice, because if you're on a budget, especially now with inflation, maybe you don't have that money to put into a 401k. I know that it sometimes can be very difficult considering the rise in inflation, the gas and the groceries. I mean, it makes putting into your 401k not look that good, because that's money every week that's coming out of your check that could be helping with putting food on the table. So let us know your thoughts and comments down below if you want the company to automatically do it or you would like to have an option. So retirement savings in the United States were long thought as of a three-legged stool. Americans had pension plans, Social Security benefits, and defined contribution plans like the 401k, but not anymore. Pension plans are extinct. About half of private sector workers were covered by those so-called defined benefit plans in the 1980s, but by 2021, only 15% of private sector workers had them. Wow, that is crazy to see that huge decrease in the amount of people that had them. What does that tell you about the direction that our country is going in? Social Security payments still provide about 90% of income for a quarter of older adults, according to the Social Security Agency surveys. But the Social Security Trust Fund is facing a 75-year deficit, and without an intervention, it will be depleted by the mid-2030s. lawmakers have faced a decades-long political statement on how to fix it. What's left? The 401k, which is 68% of private industry workers that have access to it, but only 50% of people actually do it. There are so many people out there that work for a company who does provide 401k, but they're saying that literally half of the people that they have the option, they actually do not put into the 401k. So let us know down in the comments if you are putting into a 401k account. Let us know how you feel about it. Tell us your thoughts. And what I would love to see from you viewers is this something that we should be doing? I'm only 31 years old, and yes, I do put money into a 401k. Probably not as much as I would love to, but I do put a little something, because a little something is better than nothing. I would love to hear your advice, letting us know that if we should invest to a 401k. I believe that we should, because it's thinking about the future, but that's just me. But looking at what's going on now in the news, it doesn't sound like it's going to be any better in the long run. But let us know your thoughts and comments down below. All right, now to the big news. So last week, Congress almost unanimously passed another bill called the Secure 2.0 that has even broader changes. The Senate is expected to pass its version in the coming weeks. Here's a look at how the primary retirement savings plan in the U.S. may soon change. So the automatic enrollment in what would be the largest change to the 401 program that's ever happened. The Secure 2.0 would require employers to automatically enroll an eligible worker into their 401k plans at a savings rate of 3% of salary. Many employees currently have to opt in and then choose their contribution level. The new rule also applies to the 403b, a similar program for employees of a certain public and tax-exempt organizations. Enrolled workers' contribution rates would automatically be increased each year by 1% until their contribution reaches 10% annually. While workers have the option to opt out of the plan or change their contribution level after they enroll, automatically enrolling workers in these plans would make a huge change in younger and lower wage employees' participation program. A 2012 study cited in the Secure 2.0 bill found that the most dramatic increases in enrollment rates are among younger, lower paid employees, and the racial gap in participation rates is nearly eliminated among employees subject to auto enrollment. About 1 in 6 employers already offer automatic enrollment, and about 90% of new hires who use them participate in retirement plans, compared with just 28% under voluntary enrollment. According to a recent study by Vanguard, the largest provider of mutual funds in the United States. What they're saying is that this enrollment will help you in the later years. In the long term, this is a fix that's going to put more money back in your pocket. So I wanted to bring this news out. This Secure 2.0 is the biggest change that's ever happened. They're actually doing an automatic enroll that when you get hired, you're automatically put into the 401k. So let us know your thoughts about that, whether they should or whether they shouldn't do that. So some very interesting news that I really wanted to discuss was the student loan process, the cancellation, the forgiveness plan, what Biden is trying to do for millions of Americans out there. I would love to know from you viewers, how many of you guys still have student loans? Let us know down in the comments below. So they're talking about extending the payment plan till August. Well, guess what? The Democrats were actually wanting to go a lot further. And I can almost tell you that there's a lot of Americans out there that kind of wish they would too. This payment program is literally going to help so many Americans if they can push it out and literally freeze the accounts so that there's no payments that have to be made. This is what really blew my mind. The average student loan monthly payment is $400. Literally, guys, that's almost like a car payment for some student loans. So right now they're hoping to really push this thing out to give Biden more time so he can actually do a student loan forgiveness plan to eliminate a lot of student loans. I like the idea where they did a $10,000 student loan forgiveness plan, that would help so many people out. But then of course they wanted to go to $50,000, which would help majority of everybody out, which was truly amazing. But let us know whether you think you would go for the $10,000 or the $50,000. Now, don't get me wrong, I would love either one, but anything helps. All right, guys, last but not least, the senators announced the $10 billion COVID relief fund that literally is such an exciting news because they're funding for the schools, they're funding so many things to keep buildings open, keep things moving, and keep our economy going strong. So I'm all on board with this. And what I love also is they're trying to provide more funding for those that need stimulus checks, which is truly amazing because so many people are in need of help right now that an extra check would be amazing. So unexpectedly, they might be pushing these stimulus checks out soon. It's in this bill for additional funding. Now, whether or not this goes towards a stimulus check, that's what we're hoping for. That's what we've got our fingers crossed for, that this would turn into a stimulus check. So we're hoping that that happens. And guys, I know it would help out tremendously. So I'm pushing for that. I hope that they get that passed because people need help. All right, guys, so don't forget about our giveaway that we're doing when this channel hits 60,000 subscribers. Guys, we're getting so close. We're almost at 58,000. You guys truly are amazing. We couldn't do it without you. And don't forget to guess what's inside the box. I've given you 5 clues, given you a bonus clue, so don't forget to look at those in the description below to let me know what you think is inside the box. And once we're on the 10th video, we've only got 2 more videos to go. Guys, I'm going to reveal what's inside the box, and I promise you, there is something in there that you do not want to miss out on. So I'm going to do a random selection for all of those that guessed it right, and when I choose your name, you win the prize. All right, guys, that's all the time we have for today. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for more videos to come. And until next time, I'm John Muro. Peace.